7 years ago, the student body president at Pierce College. I later went on to be the student trustee of Los Angeles Community College District, representing 10 colleges, 100,000 students. I went on to be a school teacher, forgive my asthma when I cough. I was a school teacher for 10 years, and attorney for 20. I served on the Antelope Valley Hospital Board for 14 years, where I got established a new Women's and Infant Center, built a new X-ray area, enlarged the emergency room, a new surgery center. So I spent all my time, what can we do for the community without taxing it? I then went on to become a member of the Antelope Valley College Board of Trustees, where I also taught school for a while. When I got elected, and I never expected to get elected, to be honest, I got elected by a whole 145 votes out of 132,000 cast. So if someone tells you your vote doesn't matter, they're wrong. In fact, a month before swearing in, I was 5,000 votes behind. The day before swearing in, all of a sudden it flipped. I was 145 ahead. The speaker called me up and said, "Oh, by the way, you won. Can you fly up here for tomorrow?" My opponent had already had his name on the door, hired his staff, got the training, and all of a sudden I found myself, what do I do with my law firm? So I was up there and I decided, hey, I didn't know life started at 60, but it did. And I decided I was going to do as much as I can, as quick as I can. So they put me as chairman of the Select Committee of Community Colleges, because I had all this community college experience. They also put me on the Education Committee. So let me tell you what we supported and what we did. We got the new Middle Class Scholarship Act. We helped push that through again. And what that does is when you go to a UC, you get 10% off the cost for the first year, then 20 in the second, then 30, then 40. So if you're lower economic or middle class, you get that. We also found that our community college students were not getting into the state colleges because the out-of-state students paid more and they got the spots. So we made it where if you take a specific 60 units and you can check with your counselors, you are guaranteed a spot in the four-year college. It doesn't tell you which college, but you're guaranteed a spot there. We also pushed through where some community colleges can petition request to teach some four-year classes. The other thing I found is I want a new four-year university here. I found that our students, our high school students, are getting approximately 7% higher graduation rate, more than anybody in the state, but an 8% lower college graduation rate. Why? Because you don't have access to four-year institutions, and public transportation, let's face it, isn't what it should be. So I got a bill through the State Assembly to start the study for a new four-year college in this area. In fact, I spoke to Scott Wilkes, and he seconded my motion in the State Assembly, and we got it through the Assembly. When it got to the Senate, the university said, whoa, let us take a look for another year. I said, fine. So the bill died for that year. I was going to bring it up the next year. I didn't get reelected. It didn't get brought up, and it's temporarily not there. If I get elected, with your help, I'm going to establish that four-year college right here. So number one, I want to thank you for being here, and I want to let you know I support you, and I appreciate your support. Thank you.